All right, ready to go, Carla?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to another 5K tennis discussion. It is still very early, or as I like to say, early. Still in the first couple of weeks of March, and here we are already on show number 42, 42.
Good job.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, so if you're just tuning in to this show, we will place a link above to our previous show, which took place last night, in case you missed it. And you can pause by hitting the suggested video above and check that out and get caught up to right now where we left off yesterday.
A lot of good tennis today.
A lot.
A lot of upsets.
All right, well, let's get right into it. So before we jump into today's matches and today's action and the drama and storylines that we had an opportunity to kind of vibe with today, let's talk about a couple of matches that ended last night after we got done with our show yesterday.
Yes.
All right, so let's just catch up real quick from yesterday evening where we had Serena Williams took on Victoria Azarenka in an absolute slugfest.
This was a beautiful match to watch. I mean, these girls were both hitting the ball hard. They angles, they got to everything. They came into the net. A lot of serves were broken, but they were returning well, both of them. It was feisty. They got the crowd into it. And yes, there was a lot of grunting, but they were hitting the ball hard. And this is what I like to see. Instead of watching women push the ball and hit back and forth to the middle, these girls were playing tennis.
Carla and I, by the way, did order ourselves a rather inexpensive microphone. So we have tried to quell the feedback that we have received about sometimes bad acoustics in this room. So hopefully we will have a microphone that will change that next week. One thing, though, that you did not need a microphone for was the Azarenka-Serena Williams match. This is how women's tennis is supposed to be played. This is how tennis is supposed to be played either way.
Yes.
But the Screech Level Index, the SLI, as I like to say, I have a Screech Level Index, was off the charts. Absolutely earplugs mandatory. Earmuffs on top of those would have been great. Great match, but unbelievable the decibel level on the screeching and grunting was.
Yes, it was loud, but, you know, it was exciting. Again, I had the two little girls watching it, which made it, you know, they were excited. They were cheering on for Serena because they don't know Azarenka, really. You know, most young players know Serena. Serena's a very popular name amongst girls. They were excited to watch the match. Great for those, you know, up-and-coming juniors to watch this match. This is a great example of how tennis should be played. I was telling Justin, you know, social media, I saw a lot of people, coaches, bashing these women, saying they don't deserve to win because they were being broken. I mean, isn't this what happens in women's tennis? Most of the guys, they serve aces, and that's it. It's ace, 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 and kind of boring.
Well, yeah, I think if you're watching Isner play Query or Karlovic play Raonic, it's rather boring. Again, the women's game is different. You're not expecting every young lady to hold every service game. She was making reference to an article we read where...
no, this was on social media.
Well, okay, well, someone wrote, which is synonymous with an article, that it was abhorrent to watch this match because neither Azarenka or Serena could hold serve consistently. Well, I think that's a contextual response to someone that may not follow the game all that much.
Well, they're coaches, so this was a coach forum, and a lot of guys were just bashing these girls. I mean, I would like to know, can you guys beat these girls, any of these girls?
Yeah, I would think that would be a good thing. If you're anyone out there that thinks because on the women's side that holding serve is an imperative aspect of the game, and it is, don't get me wrong, it is, but when we're breaking one another at will, I think the game kind of changes a little bit across the board of male tennis and female tennis. This was a great match. Again, the only problem I had with it was the excessive screeching. That was it went beyond screeching. It went beyond screeching during every shot to after the point was over with like a finishing move screech. It was like a Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero versus Scorpion match. Screech. And then after the point was over and someone hit the winner, it was like a double up. Oh!
Yes. Well, so, it was loud. The score was 7-5, 6-3. Serena looked great. Azarenka looked great. Serena's got a bit of work to do still in the getting in shape department. But once she does, watch out. Watch out for the rest of the
and a nice handshake at the net
They
afterwards.
hugged each other.
Great match.
Yes.
Hopefully we see more from them. Also last night we had Svitolina Monfils. Monfils and his girl now are doing pretty darn well, right?
Yeah, she beat Sophia Kenin from the USA 3-6, 7-6, 6-4. So good for her.
Yeah, and so we have Monfils right now that's in the top 20 for the first time, I think, since 2017. Check my math on that. And Svitolina is really starting to be consistent where she is instead of kind of fluctuating so much, and she tends to be climbing. So, hey, maybe some mixed doubles with Svitolina, maybe some mixed doubles with Monfils, maybe.
I don't think they should do that.
We'll see. Positive energy there, though. Let's go.
Yes.
All right. This next match is from last night, but it goes to a shout out to Anthony Pursew. Anthony Pursew, a viewer who was making a comment last night with Carla and myself, and he actually poll questioned us. The poll question was that he launched on us was to talk about the one female tennis player that has been on the WTA Tour in the top 10 since 2014 January. Since January of 2014. Carla and I were in the car driving today, doing what we normally do. And she immediately came up with Halep. I came up with Kvitova. And then we both kind of came up with Kerber.
Kerber, yes. She would be the other one that was in the top 10 in the 2014.
So we didn't want to Google it up and like spoil anything, but our answer to Anthony Pursew, respectively, is either Halep, Kerber, or Kvitova. We went with Halep, though, on this question and promise have not looked it up because Kerber has been kind of in and out a little bit, at least since then. And then Kvitova had the hand incident. So that was our answer to that. Moving forward to the young, strong Canadian girl that I have going into the fourth round or quarterfinals to meet Serena, took out Cibulkova.
Yeah, we spoke about this.
We spoke about it last night, but Andreescu and Cibulkova were playing. We said she may win, and she actually
did. We mentioned
won. Tiafoe.
Well, we missed a few girls. Kiki Bertens defeated Magna Linette. And you also had the youngster, Anisimova, go down to Mertens.
That was unfortunate. I thought Anisimova would actually win that match. We had Andreescu and Anisimova in our draws going deep. Anisimova is very young, and she has a whole lot of time left. Andreescu is a year or two later, and I would expect that Anisimova...
Well, she's 18, 117. I just think that Anisimova didn't have a good night.
I think Andreescu was 19.
She's
19, 18, but close enough.
Doesn't matter.
But I think Anisimova wins majors eventually.
Sure.
Frances Tiafoe lost to Nicolas Jarry last night. If you missed the show last night, watch it. We put the link at the beginning. I'll stick it again on the end screen. Carla and I were so busy in the draws, and the draws have abbreviations before the players' names, and we were right in the middle of reading off the draws. And Carla says, Nicolas Jarry, and instead of saying from Chile, she says China. And I registered it in my head for a second, but then I'm like, how does a Nicolas Jarry even become a name if you're from China? And we kind of both, it was a humorous kind of segment. So check that out. It was funny, but nonetheless.
Yes.
Frances Tiafoe lost to Nicolas Jarry from Chile and not China. That hurts.
Yeah, another first-round loss for him. Not a good start after the Australian Open. Not sure what's going to happen with his tennis.
Yeah, we went to a quarterfinal in Australia. We lost in the first round in New York, and then I think we lost in a first round in Acapulco.
Yes. Well, if he keeps hitting his forehand that way and serving that way, he'll keep having the same results.
Don't tear the shirt off. Resew that shirt and stop doing this with your forehand. It's telegraphed. It's too much. Bring it down here, make it more compact, and let's get rid of all this. And then let's at least go from there. Let's just start small, get rid of the forehand that's crazy, and get rid of the shirt ripping. All right, here we go. Moving forward, right?
Well, there was a few other matches. Congratulations to McDonald McKenzie from the USA. He defeated João Sousa from Portugal in 3 sets. And Roberto Carbellas Baena from Spain defeated Ryan Harrison in 2 sets.
By the way, this kid, Mackenzie McDonald, that beat Sousa, the Portuguese player, he's becoming used to winning at this point. He's been winning a lot, right?
Good for him, yeah.
I think we'll discuss the kid that won from USC a little bit later. Jerome, I think was his name.
UCLA.
So we have Mackenzie McDonald, the US player that's been winning a good bit.
Yes.
And now we have this kid, I think, that played today, and we'll get to him, I think. Which is Marcos Giron.
Jerome, yes.
And he took out Alex de Minaur today, but we'll talk about that briefly in a minute. But I say believe, right?
Definitely.
Let's go.
We also had Gerald Donaldson from the USA defeat Tatsuma Ito in 2 sets, and Adrian Manarino from Spain defeated Tennis Sangren from the USA in 3 sets.
I mean, I can't say I'm super excited either way there, right?
No, not excited.
Not super excited. It's a result, and
yeah,
that's about it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Here we go. Today's action?
Today's action.
All right. Do you want to launch into this, or do you want me to launch into this?
I can. I mean, whatever you like. Before we launch into it, we were watching Martina Navratilova actually commentate. She's a great commentator, by the way. She makes tennis exciting. And she was saying it was Query playing against Reynick, and she was saying maybe we should give these guys only 1 serve instead of 2. You know, in the game of tennis, we get 2 chances. Well, we should give them just 1 serve. That way we can make tennis a bit more interesting when they play it. What do you think of that?
I think that you and I have both spoken about this same topic for a long time. It was nice to hear someone is fruitful,
yes.
And is making one as laughable as we were when we heard this comment. We were watching, and I want to say it was Query and Reynick, a little bit of it.
Query and Reynick.
So it was Query and Reynick laying the foundation of the context, and Martina says, "Man, something along the lines that we should just give these guys when they play, the big servers, 1 serve every point." And the whole mindset behind this that Carla and I totally agree with is that the whole game of tennis changed with big servers. We have tiebreakers in the 5th set. We have a shortening of major, or tiebreakers in the 5th set, and majors where it's 3 out of 5, where it used to be able to go on indefinitely.
Yes.
Because of really, I mean, a couple of matches, right? Anderson, Isner. And she said it perfectly. And she said it perfectly. You know, maybe when we get these guys here that have a serve and not much else, we should just give them 1 serve, and then maybe it will just get everything more copacetic with everybody. But I thought it was a great comment.
It was a great comment.
I thought it was a great comment.
Well, let's start with the matches for today. We were watching this match just recently, and I'm pretty sure he won. Novak Djokovic, the #1 player in this tournament from Serbia, was up 7-6, 5-1 on Bjorn Frantancello from USA. He's Madison Keys' boyfriend. He had a chance on that first set. He was serving set point.
I'll tell you what, we'll get into Madison Keys a little bit later, but I can promise you one thing. I know Madison Keys lost today. I don't know what's going to help her. Maybe some of YTEX's Quadro Twist will help Madison Keys. She needs a little bit more comfort control and some extra spin.
She needs a new head.
Whatever she was doing just wasn't.
She needs a new head.
She wasn't doing really well.
No. So I'm pretty sure Djokovic won that match. Good try for the college player as well. Philipp Kohlschreiber from Germany defeated Nick Kyrgios from Australia. 6-4, 6-4. Boy, did we fail on this pick.
Yeah, this is where Carla, you and I look really bad. So if you missed our whole run up to this tournament to begin with, after Kyrgios or Nick Kyrgios had won Acapulco,
yes.
Carla and I went ahead and jumped on this bandwagon for not the first time. I have jumped on.
This is the first time I jump, and I will never do it again.
I have jumped on the bandwagon for about 3 years and have given him chance after chance after chance after chance. Not saying I won't give him another. But
I won't give him another.
Carla finally was coerced on her own to jump on the bandwagon on this one. We both went insofar as putting Nick Kyrgios on our draws to go all the way for me to the quarterfinals, and you had him going all the way to the final, I think.
No, I had him losing to Monfils. I didn't go that far.
Oh, that's right. So, okay. All right. So, ultimately, don't listen to us on this tournament at all.
Well,
at all.
Nick Kyrgios, he definitely wanted to get off the court. I watched the second set as well. I watched the whole match pretty much, but the second set he was down 5-3 or 5-4, and he was ready to get off. I mean, he was just hitting everything hard. Fifth, Philipp Kohlschreiber will most likely face Novak Djokovic in the next round.
Yeah, and let's be real. Kohlschreiber's a great player. I really, if I had to go back in time and then look at Kyrgios playing Kohlschreiber again, I'd still pick Kyrgios to win. Kohlschreiber's a veteran, got a little gray in his hair, so I kind of respect that. But nonetheless, I think Djokovic will wipe the floor with Kohlschreiber.
Well, next match that was fun to watch was Gaël Monfils, the 18th seed from France, defeated Leonardo Mayer from Argentina, 6-4, 3-6, 6-3. Really, really fun match. This guy is super fast. He makes tennis really exciting. Plus, he had his girlfriend watching him.
Svitolina was in the crowd making that positive energy come through.
Yes.
Let's go.
And he will face Alberto Ramos Vignolas from Spain, who defeated Marco Cecchinato, the number 15 seed from Italy, in 2 sets. We kind of knew that was going to happen. I suspect his seeding will drop. He would drop out soon. I mean, the seeding was so high because of the French Open, correct?
I look forward to the Djokovic-Monfils match.
Same here. 11th seed Borna Koric lost from Croatia to the big man Ivo Karlovic from Croatia in 2 sets. So your boy went down today.
Health tip of the day, just like I said yesterday. If you're wanting to know how to live fresh and right on a daily basis, don't ask us. Ask Ivo Karlovic. The big 40-year-old takes out one of my promising favorite young players in straight sets. The big serving 40-year-old just took care of business.
Yes.
Let's go, Ivo!
And Karlovic will face, surprisingly, really close match, Prahesh Ganaswaran from India, who defeated Nicholas Bashvili in 3 sets from Georgia.
Man, I tell you.
That's good for India. They got a player.
That's great for India.
Yeah.
Well, now our oldest son of 5, Jonathan, we spoke about him last year, said we loved his court conduct. If you want to not believe me here, check out one of our other 200 shows. My oldest son and I talk about Pranesh Gunaswaran, and everyone laughed at us. Here he is. Let's see if he holds up, or let's just see if it's a fluke. But I like this guy.
Good for him.
He's got great court conduct. Not the best game, not the most lights out game, but he keeps his head cool.
Definitely. Number 27 seed Gilles Simon from France defeated the veteran Malik Jassiri from Tunisia in 3 sets, and it will face either the number 7 seed Dominic Thiem from Austria or Jordan Thompson from Australia. So this match hasn't finished yet.
I would think that Thiem would face Thompson. I mean, that Thiem would beat Thompson, correct? Sorry.
I think so.
I would think.
Well, who knows? The way Thiem's been playing lately, who knows, right?
Yeah, I would think that Thiem will beat Thompson. You and I went head-to-head on the Jassiri-Simon match. I had taken Jassiri, so I lost that one.
Yes.
So this goes ahead and nails the coffin for me in my draw picks for this tournament. I still do have Federer winning this tournament.
True.
But that's the only thing that will salvage my absolutely awful performance on this draw for NEL's 2019.
Yes. The number 3 seed Alexander Zverev from Germany won 6-3, 2-0. Martin Klisan, which you said from Slovakia, retired. I'm guessing because of the ankle.
Yes, he tweaked his ankle badly in the first match, or his first round match, and I forget who he's playing.
He's playing Alexander's brother, Misha.
Misha, yes, he got down early in the match here, and then retired at 2-0. I've tweaked my ankle like this so many times, and it's hard to come back from. Again, maybe it would have been better if Misha would have won after that ankle injury. Very
true. So Alexander Zverev will face Jan Lennard Struff from Germany, who defeated Ricardas Berankis today.
Zverev, I think, will go a little bit further here.
I think so too. Also, great news for this American player. I mean, he's doing well. Marcos Giron defeated Alex de Minaur from Australia in 3 sets and will face Milos Raonic from Canada, who defeated Sam Querrey today in 2 sets. So that's going to be a tough match for the American.
Good job for the UCLA student, Marcos Giron, as well for Mackenzie McDonald, the USC student. But I think that Ranich, the Canadian that's been around for a while, the veteran now at this point,
yes.
I think Ranich moves forward and will end up meeting Sasha Zverev.
A fun, exciting match to watch. We're watching two future champions. Felix Auger-Aliassime from Canada defeated number 9 seed in this tournament, Stefanos Tsitsipas from Greece, 6-4, 6-2. He made it look easy.
This was a great match.
Yeah, I don't think that Tsitsipas had any answers for him today. I mean, he was just on point.
Felix Auger-Aliassime, Carl and I have spoken about now since I want to say almost his day one first tournament, or at least a primetime tournament. Not even prime time, just something that you catch and you see. And we spoke about his court conduct from day one. His game and his growth, his whole demeanor, his physicality, his build has transformed within that year.
Yes, he definitely has a great future ahead of him.
Watch out. Again, reminder, second year in a row, Carl and I have said this. Watch out for Felix Auger-Aliassime. He can be an elite tennis player. Let's just see what happens.
He'll face they're still playing. Roberto Agu Batista is currently playing Yoshihito Nishioka from Japan. So we'll see who he gets from that. But still great opportunity. Whoever wins there, he has a great chance of winning.
I think Batista Agu will end up facing Felix
still a great chance for Felix.
And that'll be another great match. But the next match that completed today was an easy one, but it was from Laszlo Djere, the Serbian, that took out and I want to say he was a qualifier, or no, Andriozzi. Guido Andriozzi from Argentina, not a qualifier, but he took Djere took out Andriozzi easily today to land himself in the third round. Now, the interesting thing here is the lucky loser, also Serbian, Kecmanovic, that filled in for Anderson after Anderson pulled out, so he was given a second round berth. So he didn't only take the opportunity and just thank somebody and leave, he took the opportunity and won. So Kecmanovic took out Martyrer, the German player, today, and will wind up in the third round against his countryman Laszlo Djere. So today we had Sergin Jovanovic, right? Was that who was talking to me today?
Yes, he's definitely.
Sergin Jovanovic contacted me today. What's up, bro? Appreciate that. At the same time, you contacted me about this rundown. Carla and myself were talking about it, as well as how much we had hoped that Felix Auger-Aliassime would meet Djere once again to maybe have some retribution or some revenge from the last time they met. And that looks to be happening. So we have, again, Laszlo Djere and we have Kecmanovic, both Serbian. The winner of that will face Auger-Aliassime or Batista Agu, maybe Nishioka. We'll see.
Some good matches there of youngsters, you know.
But we'll see. That's some pumped up stuff. That's a strong section developing there. All right.
Okay.
All right. So I think that's men's results from today, right?
Correct.
All right. So let's move right into women's. Again, watch out for Monfils. Let's look out for this Monfils Djokovic this matchup.
Okay, on the number 1 seed, Naomi Osaka from Japan. It will be playing a little bit later, Christina Mladenovic from France.
And I think Mladenovic has beaten Osaka before.
Yes, she did at Dubai. So whoever wins from there will play the number 25th seed in this tournament, Danielle Collins from the USA, who defeated Kirsten Flipkens from Belgium pretty easily. And you counted her out.
Yeah, I thought.
Shame on you.
I thought Flipkens would win this match against Collins. Again, Collins, U.S. player, college girl, went to Virginia.
Good for her.
I'm on board with her. However, if I had to do this match over again, I would still pick Flipkens. Flipkens has been around a while. It's hard for me to.
That's because she played Bouchard.
It's hard for me to get sold on a player after one good run at one major, some Cinderella story. I've seen too many of them.
Well, she had a good run at Miami Open too last year.
Well, I hope she does well, but I'm not sold on it until I see consistency. Hence why I'm still not sold on Osaka herself.
No, well, she
two majors, I understand that, but everything else in between is kind of hit or miss.
Number 23 seed, Belinda Bencic from Switzerland, defeated Alison Van Eubank 6-4, 6-1, and will play the winner of Carolina Wozniacki or Ekaterina Alexandrova. And this match was currently on, and Wozniacki lost the first set.
I think again, we talked about this match before it even started. We discussed that this was a good opportunity for Alexandrova to cause damage.
Well, she won the first set, but was down on the second set like 2 or 3-0.
Last time we watched it, there was coaching timeouts going on, and Alexandrova had the coach on the sideline. So I kind of lost my fanship right there because you all know how much I don't like that. But nonetheless, I think Bencic beats whoever wins that match.
I totally agree.
I think Bencic rolls through and meets Osaka or Collins in the fourth round.
Yep. Number 11 seed Anastasia Sevastova from Latvia defeated the American Madison Brengo in 2 sets and will be facing Annette Kontaveit from Estonia, who beat Monica Puig today.
No surprise Sevastova won that match, by the way. Brengo, good job as the wild card coming in and winning a round. However, Sevastova is feisty. She's tricky. She can get gangster out there. She can look at her box like she just wants to end everyone's existence that's in the box.
It's good to be that way when you're competing.
She gets fired up. And then Kontaveit over Puig, that's no shocker.
That's not a shocker.
I mean, good for Puig. Remember, we can't forget she won the gold medal, but Kontaveit's a baller.
I don't know why you keep bringing up the gold medal.
I mean, it's a big deal you win a gold medal.
Okay, it's tennis. Yes, this is a good, this is a qualifier. Celine Bonaventure from Belgium defeated the number 28 seed in this tournament, Donna Vekic from Croatia, in 3 sets.
Yeah, I don't know how that one happened. I don't know if Vekic, who is Wawrinka's girl, if Wawrinka and her spent too much time up or whatever. But Bonaventure is...
Well, Vekic has never been a consistent player.
Well, Bonaventure could be in a lot better physical conditioning.
Yes.
She's not a super fit player.
No, she's not.
I don't know
and
how...
she's a veteran, right? I think she's
like 24, 25, 26,
like
both of them.
Yes.
I think at some point, Vekic, during this match, should have changed some type of tactic.
She won the first set 6-1, and then lost the tiebreaker 7-6.
Hopefully she wasn't injured or something happened off court or on court and just kind of ramped into her head. But you can't be up a set like that to someone that's not near in the physical shape you are and somehow end up losing.
I agree.
Mental fortitude issue up there.
The number 5 seed Karolina Pliskova from the Czech Republic defeated Misaka Doi from Japan in 3 sets.
Well,
she should have won in 2 sets. Honestly,
I'm surprised it went 3. I thought this would be like a 1-1.
It was a 1-1 in the second and third. So she had a little hiccup.
Okay, well,
so she'll be facing Bonaventure.
I've seen hiccups in life cause major malfunctions, Batman.
Well, we saw another hiccup today. Petra Kvitova had Venus Williams. She could have won this match and lost to her in 3 sets.
Let's go,
Venus.
Venus.
That was heartbreaking to watch, actually. I'm not a big fan. I like Serena. Not a big fan of Venus. Just not.
She's 37 now?
39.
39?
She's my age.
Okay. What's up?
Not a big fan of Venus.
Hey.
She looked like she was dying in the last round, and all of a sudden she has all this energy. And Kvitova had her and let her go.
Hey, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Terrible. Terrible.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Terrible. Well, she will face off. Venus Williams will face off Christina McHale. Good for Miss Christina. She beat Pavlyuchenkova in 3 sets.
Well,
and she qualified for this tournament.
I think this is great news. I think this
Two Americans.
I think this is great news for Venus Williams because Venus Williams should slide into the 4th round here.
Well, she has to defend a lot of points. She made the semis last year.
Let's go. All right. Mikhail Venus was 3rd heading into the 4th. Next match that completed today, which was, yikes. This one wasn't a great one. Madison Keys loses to Bartel.
Oh, yes. You're right about that.
Madison Keys loses to Bartel. Madison Keys has to do something, and I mean, she has to do something
quick. She was serving for this, wasn't she?
She was serving it.
I watched this. She was up.
Yeah, she was serving at 5-4 for the match.
Yeah, and then I don't know what happened. She double faulted quite a few times, and she couldn't hit a ball back. It was very disappointing. Madison Key could have been a champion, in my opinion. Something's not right with her head, or she has no belief in herself. I don't know. But Bartel...
Wait for Bartel to dig deep and come through.
Definitely. Bartel will face the winner of Julia Gorgias from Germany or Kanepi. They were on the 3rd set, by the way.
Yeah, so we've been speaking a good bit about tennis players with other tennis players. Let's not forget that Madison Keys is the girlfriend of Frantangelo, the U.S. player playing Djokovic right now.
Well, who probably lost already.
Well, oh yeah. Well, at least he was there, right?
True, he had a chance. We had a chance. Another match was Elina Svitolina from Belarus. She won in 3 sets, defeated Aja Tomjanovic from Australia, and will be facing Leslia Sorenko from Ukraine, who beat the American Pegula.
I like Sabalenka's chances here to go through Sorenko. And then
she needs to do something big too. Because
and we have till 38.
Yeah, we have been talking about Sabalenka a lot, so she needs a big tournament. You know, she's won the small ones, but she needs to I guess make her name big, or for us to think that she can win a Grand Slam. Don't you think she has to win a Masters 1000? Or would it for the women? Does it work that way?
I think it's a WTA Premier, but the same
thing. She needs this big tournament.
I think. Honestly, Sabalenka will end up winning more majors than Osaka has. And I don't think Osaka will win another one.
Did you just really say that?
I think Sabalenka, when it comes down to the end of careers, I think Sabalenka will be a better player on paper than Osaka was.
What day is it today? March
the 9th or 10th.
Remember when he said that.
Okay.
All right.
Poll question at 3104. All right. Who will end up in history as the better tennis player? Mainly with the context being majors won, Osaka or Sabalenka. Okay, I say Sabalenka. Who you got?
Osaka.
All right,
she has yet to win one. Natalia Vikyuseva from Russia defeated Carlos Suarez Navarro from Spain 6-2, 6-0.
Now, I told you throughout this...
Ouch.
I told you throughout this tournament...
she's a qualifier as well.
I was just fixing to say, I've told you throughout this tournament that qualifiers in this half of the draw on the women's side as well as on Halep side, qualifiers can play a huge role. And here we have a qualifier right here, right now, going into the 3rd round against Kerber, who went through her match easily today. 6-2, 6-0, I think, or 6-0, 6-2.
Whooped her completely.
All right, so anyway, moving forward, again, just running through my notes, we tried to address the question that the gentleman asked us about who was the only girl in the top 10 since 2014 without stopping. We said Halep, Kvitova, or Kerber, so let us know about that. And we gave Kerber and Halep and Kvitova love, so we have to have shown her some love, as was asked of us, right?
Right.
Nicholas Jarry is not from China.
No,
he's not from China, and I am no longer interested in how the origin of his name became into being, because he is not a Nicholas from China. All right? Great job to the USC player, Mackenzie McDonald, for winning again, and for the UCLA player that took out Alex de Minaur today, and that's Marcos Giron. Tsitsipas, again, one of Carlos' projections to be the next best thing in the world, has been overshadowed again by one of my projections for my future best things in the world, and that was Felix Auger-Aliassime. Don't forget, if you've watched this show, she has picked the likes of Alexandr Dolgopolov to be #1 in the world.
What?
She has picked before time runs out.
I've never picked Dolgopolov. I picked Shapovalov.
When we first met,
I said Kachanov should win a slam, and I like Tsitsipas. So let's not even go there, please.
The future players in Carlos...
Dimitrov, Coric.
All right, here's the parting question for time. Carla's team, if Carla had... Look, we're going to run out of time. Let me just finish the question. Please, because we're going to run out of time. Seriously. Carla has a dream team. Carla's dream team consists of Alexandr Dolgopolov, the Ukrainian, Karen Kachanov, the Russian, and Denis Shapovalov, the Canadian.
What happened to Tsitsipas?
Okay, we'll throw Tsitsipas in there. On my team, I want Grigor Dimitrov, Felix Auger-Aliassime, Borna Coric. I'll take those 3 players and any other player of your choice to take on her 4 players, Kachanov, Shapovalov, Tsitsipas, and Alexandr Dolgopolov, against my Felix Auger-Aliassime, against my Grigor Dimitrov, and against my Borna Coric. And give me one other player. Whose team are you going to be on? Okay? Whose team are you going to be on? It's going to be mine. If not, then you're insane. Anyway, Blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's basically it, Carla.
Yes.
So today's been a long day for us. We got up at around, what, 4:30? Mm-hmm. Been wide open. Tennis tomorrow. Show tomorrow night. So I think it's been a good run the past 3 or 4 days. And much love to all of you. This is going to mark the end of the show. So from Carla and I here at 5K Tennis and all the rest of our little guys running around or crashed underneath the covers tonight.
Sleeping. Yes.
We thank all of you for watching. Click a like below. Subscribe to the channel. Please share our videos. And if this was one of our more lethargic videos.
Well, this was our second show. We did one.
Oh yeah, we
did a full one, but this is our second one.
Yeah, we got all the way through the first one, and we felt that it really wasn't that good, so we tried to do it over again. Mm-hmm. So this is like hour 2 of really the part 1.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, we will see you mañana. Hasta mañana. Muchas gracias. See? B-Doggo 2 will like that. Uh-huh. All right?
Okay. Adios.
All right. See you later. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. All right?